Eat these 3 seeds to protect your eyes and retina naturally. Here's the scary truth. After the age of 60, tear production slows down dramatically. Your eyes become dry, irritated, and prone to inflammation. This chronic dryness is not only uncomfortable, it weakens the retina and makes it vulnerable to oxidative stress, the main cause of macular degeneration. Imagine your eyes are like a car, and the tear fluid is the oil in the engine. Without enough oil, the parts start to rub against each other, overheat, and eventually fail. The same thing happens to your eyes. Without enough tear fluid, the delicate structures rub against each other, inflammation occurs, and the vision cells begin to die. The insidious thing about this process is that it happens gradually. In the first few months, you may only notice that your eyes are a little drier. Then they burn occasionally. Eventually they become red and irritated. But what you can't see is the damage being done deep within your retina as these inflammations rage. Dr. Sarah Fisher, a leading eye specialist in Munich, explains, dry eyes are often the first warning sign of serious retinal problems. Most patients only come to me when the damage is already advanced. With the right diet, we could intervene much earlier. But flaxseed changes the game completely. A study by the University of Pennsylvania showed that people over 65 who consume 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed daily increase their tear production by 35%. That means fewer burning eyes, less irritation, and most importantly, better protection for the sensitive cells in your eyes. Let me tell you the story of Herman, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Hamburg. Herman came to us and reported, "My eyes were so dry that I woke up at night because they were burning." Imagine looking in the mirror and noticing that the letters in the newspaper are blurry. You blink, rub your eyes, but the blurriness remains. Or maybe you've noticed that you can't see road signs as clearly as you used to when driving. The light is more blinding, faces become blurry, and fear sets in. Am I losing my eyesight? Or consider this scenario. You are sitting at the kitchen table with your grandchildren, wanting to help them with their crafts, but the small details blur before your eyes. You have to take off your glasses, put them back on, turn on the light, but nothing really helps. Frustration rises, and with it the unsettling question, will I one day be unable to see anything at all? These scenes play out every day in millions of homes. People like Margareta, 68, told us, "I thought it was normal for your eyesight to get worse as you got older. But when I started mixing up spices while cooking because I couldn't read the labels anymore, I realized something was wrong." The frightening truth is that over 85% of all people over the age of 60 already show signs of macular degeneration without knowing it. This silent threat robs millions of seniors of their vision, inch by inch, day by day. What's worse, most believe that deteriorating vision is simply a part of aging. This is a dangerous misconception. But here's the scary part. Macular degeneration creeps up so slowly that you don't notice it until you've already lost 30 to 40% of your central vision. Imagine it's like a thief stealing a tiny piece of your eyesight every night, so slowly that you don't notice until one day the picture is suddenly blurry. However, a groundbreaking study by Harvard Medical School revealed something astonishing. 3 everyday seeds that you probably already have at home can protect your retina, improve your vision, and even slow the progression of macular degeneration. These tiny powerhouses contain natural compounds that act like a protective shield for your eyes. The study tracked over 12,000 seniors over a 15-year period, and the results were breathtaking. Participants who regularly consume these 3 specific seeds had a 43% lower risk of developing severe vision loss. Even more astonishing, in those who already showed early signs of eye problems, the progression of the disease slowed by an average of 58%. But here's the amazing part. Seed number 2 can improve blood flow to your retina by up to 40%, while seed number 1 has been proven to neutralize the dangerous free radicals that destroy your vision cells. The third miracle seed on our list is so powerful that researchers call it a natural eye vitamin. Dr. Michael Chen of Johns Hopkins University explained, "What we're seeing here is a revolution in natural eye care. These seeds contain compounds that pharmaceutical companies are trying to synthesize, but nature has already designed them perfectly." Before we begin, leave a comment. Do you already have problems seeing in low light, or do your eyes tire more quickly? And where are you watching us from? We respond to every single comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Every day on our Claire Vital channel, we bring you scientifically proven health tips that can change your life. Because you deserve to see clearly and remain independent, even in old age. Let's start with seed number 3. And yes, you may already have it in your kitchen. Seed number 3, flaxseed. Most people sprinkle them carelessly over their cereal, without realizing that they are consuming one of nature's most powerful eye protectors. These small brown or golden seeds are true omega-3 bombs, but not just any omega-3 fatty acids, but specifically alpha-linolenic acid, which travels directly to your retina and acts as a protective shield. Here's the scary truth. After the age of 60, tear production slows down dramatically. Your eyes become dry, irritated, and prone to inflammation. This chronic dryness is not only uncomfortable, it weakens the retina and makes it vulnerable to oxidative stress, the main cause of macular degeneration. Imagine your eyes are like a car, and the tear fluid is the oil in the engine. Without enough oil, the parts start to rub against each other, overheat, and eventually fail. The same thing happens to your eyes. Without enough tear fluid, the sensitive structures rub against each other. Inflammation occurs, and the vision cells begin to die. The insidious thing about this process is that it happens gradually. In the first few months, you may only notice that your eyes are a little dry. Then they burn occasionally. Eventually they become red and irritated. But what you can't see is the damage being done deep within your retina as these inflammations rage. Dr. Sarah Fisher, a leading eye specialist in Munich, explains, dry eyes are often the first warning sign of serious retinal problems. Most patients only come to me when the damage is already advanced. With the right diet, we could intervene much earlier. But flaxseed changes the game completely. A study by the University of Pennsylvania showed that people over 65 who consumed 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed daily were able to increase their tear production by 35%. That means fewer burning eyes, less irritation, and most importantly, better protection for the sensitive cells in your eyes. Let me tell you the story of Herman, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Hamburg. Herman came to us and reported, "My eyes were so dry that I woke up at night because they were burning. I couldn't read the newspaper anymore without my eyes watering and hurting. The eye doctor told me it was normal for my age, but I didn't want to accept that." Herman started adding ground flaxseed to his breakfast every day. After just 3 weeks, he noticed the first improvements. After 2 months, he could read again without any problems, and the nighttime pain was a thing of the past. It was like someone had flipped a switch. Herman describes his experience. What makes flaxseed so special? It's like a natural moisturizer for your eyes from the inside. The omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation in the tiny blood vessels that supply your retina. Imagine your eyes are like a delicate garden, and omega-3 fatty acids are the irrigation system that keeps everything alive. But let me explain exactly what happens in your eyes when you don't get enough omega-3 fatty acids. The meibomian glands, tiny glands in your eyelids, produce an oily film that prevents your tears from evaporating too quickly. Without enough omega-3 fatty acids, this oil thickens like butter in a cold refrigerator and can no longer flow properly. The result, your tears evaporate too quickly. Your eyes become dry and irritated, and the sensitive cornea begins to suffer. But it gets worse. This chronic dryness triggers an inflammatory response that spreads like wildfire through your entire eye structure. The alpha-linolenic acid in flaxseed acts like a firefighter, extinguishing this fire. It penetrates directly into the meibomian glands and liquefies the thickened oil. At the same time, it soothes the inflamed tissue and restores the natural balance of your tear film. The insidious thing about dry eyes is that they are often the first sign of serious problems. When tear production decreases, harmful particles and free radicals accumulate on the surface of the eye. These attack the cornea and can even penetrate the retina, where they cause irreversible damage. A long-term Japanese study with over 8,000 participants showed something fascinating. People who consumed omega-3-rich flaxseed daily not only had less dry eyes, but were also 60% less likely to develop advanced macular degeneration. The researchers were so surprised by these results that they repeated the study with the same results. But that's not all. Flaxseed also contains lignans, plant compounds that act as natural antioxidants. These not only protect against eye damage, but also support the regeneration of already damaged cells. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors with higher lignan intake had a 25% lower risk of advanced macular degeneration. Lignans are like tiny repair workers in your eyes. They search for damaged cells and help them repair themselves. This is especially important for the photoreceptors in your retina, which have to process millions of light impulses every day. Without adequate protection and repair mechanisms, these important cells wear out and eventually die. A fascinating discovery in recent years is that lignans can even promote the production of new blood vessels in the retina. This is crucial because as we age, these tiny capillaries weaken and can no longer supply the photoreceptor cells with sufficient oxygen and nutrients. Lignans help to create new supply routes. Here comes the important part. Whole flax seeds often pass through the intestines undigested. For maximum benefit, you need to grind or mill them. Store ground flax seeds in the refrigerator, as the valuable oils quickly become rancid. Mix a tablespoon into your yogurt, sprinkle them over salads, or stir them into smoothies. An insider tip from nutrition experts: soak the ground flax seeds in water overnight. This creates a gel-like drink that is particularly rich in soluble fiber and improves the absorption of omega-3 fatty acids. Drink it in the morning on an empty stomach for maximum effect. But be careful. If you are taking blood-thinning medication, talk to your doctor, as flax seeds can increase its effect. However, they are completely safe and incredibly powerful for most seniors. Start with 1 teaspoon daily and slowly increase to 1 tablespoon to allow your digestive system to adjust. The next one on our list is even more amazing. This tiny black seed can literally bring your vision back to life. Seed number 2, black cumin. If you've never heard of Nigella sativa, then you're missing out on one of nature's most powerful remedies for your eyes. These tiny black seeds, also known as black cumin, have been used in traditional medicine for over 3,000 years, but only now is modern science beginning to understand why they are so incredibly effective. Let me tell you the fascinating story of black cumin. Archaeologists found these seeds in the tomb of Pharaoh Tutankhamun, suggesting that even the ancient Egyptians knew about their extraordinary healing powers. The Prophet Muhammad is said to have said, "Black cumin cures every disease except death." That may sound exaggerated, but modern research shows that this statement may not be so far from the truth. The secret lies in a compound called thymoquinone. This bioactive substance is so powerful that researchers refer to it as a natural eye protector. What makes thymoquinone so special? It fights 3 of the biggest enemies of your vision at the same time: inflammation, oxidative stress, and poor circulation. Imagine that thymoquinone is like a highly trained bodyguard for your eyes. It constantly patrols your retina, looking for threats and neutralizing them before they can cause damage. At the same time, it repairs damage that has already been done and strengthens your eye's defenses for the future. Here's where it gets even more alarming. As you age, your blood thickens, and the tiny capillaries that supply your retina become narrower. It's like clogged water pipes in an old house. The supply gets worse and worse until damage eventually occurs. Without adequate blood flow, your vision cells literally starve. Dr. Hassan, an eye expert from Cairo, who has been researching black cumin for decades, explains, "What we see with black cumin is unique. No other natural remedy can simultaneously improve blood circulation, reduce inflammation, and protect cells from oxidative stress. It's like a panacea for the eyes." Black cumin seeds change that dramatically. A groundbreaking 2019 study in the International Journal of Ophthalmology showed that patients with early macular degeneration who took 1 teaspoon of black cumin oil daily improved their retinal blood flow by 40%. That means more oxygen, more nutrients, and better regeneration for your precious vision cells. Let me explain what that means in practical terms. Imagine your retina is like a high-performance computer that is constantly working. This computer needs a constant supply of power and cooling to function. The tiny blood vessels in your retina are like the power lines and cooling system. When these become clogged or weaker, the computer overheats and begins to fail. Black cumin acts like a troubleshooting service for these vital lines. Thymoquinone relaxes the muscle cells in the vessel walls, dilates the capillaries, and dramatically improves blood flow. A Doppler ultrasound study published in 2020 showed that just 30 minutes after taking black cumin oil, blood flow to the retina increased measurably. But that's not all. Black cumin also acts as a natural anti-inflammatory for your eyes. Chronic inflammation is the silent killer of vision. It is caused by years of sun exposure, poor nutrition, and the natural aging process. This inflammation eats away at your retina like a smoldering fire, destroying the macula, the area of sharpest vision. The insidious thing about chronic eye inflammation is that it is invisible. It develops over years without you noticing anything. No pain, no obvious symptoms. Meanwhile, your immune system constantly produces inflammatory messengers such as interleukin-6 and TNF-alpha, which act like acid on your sensitive vision cells. A revolutionary study by the University of Istanbul showed that thymoquinone can reduce these dangerous inflammatory messengers by up to 75%. The researchers examined tissue samples from patients with macular degeneration before and after 6 months of treatment with black cumin extract. The results were astonishing. The inflammation markers dropped dramatically, while new healthy blood vessels formed at the same time. Thymoquinone stops this process. It neutralizes the inflammatory messengers and protects the sensitive photoreceptors from further damage. The insidious thing about retinal inflammation is that you don't feel it. There is no pain, no obvious symptoms until the damage is already done. Here's another fascinating discovery. Black cumin can even promote the formation of new nerve cells in the retina. For a long time, scientists thought that once vision cells were lost, they were lost forever. But the latest research shows that certain areas of the retina have a limited ability to regenerate. Thymoquinone activates these dormant stem cells and helps them transform into functional vision cells. Another fascinating property of black cumin seeds is that they stabilize eye pressure. Increased intraocular pressure is one of the main causes of glaucoma, which can lead to blindness if left untreated. Black cumin seed oil helps regulate the drainage of fluid from the eye and keeps pressure within a healthy range. Dr. Fatima Al-Rashid, a glaucoma specialist from Dubai, has been treating her patients with black cumin oil as a supplement for years. I see time and time again how my patients' intraocular pressure stabilizes when they take black cumin oil regularly. It is not a substitute for medical treatment, but it is a wonderful supplement. How to use black cumin seeds? The oil is most effective, but the whole seeds also have powerful properties. Start with half a teaspoon of oil daily, preferably taken with a meal. The taste is intense and slightly bitter, but the effect is worth it. Alternatively, you can roast the seeds and sprinkle them over salads or soups. An important tip for use: never take black cumin oil on an empty stomach, as it can cause stomach upset. It is best to mix it into a spoonful of honey, or take it with a meal. If you really cannot tolerate the taste, capsules are also available, but these are slightly less effective than the pure oil. Important note: black cumin can slightly lower blood sugar. If you take diabetes medication, monitor your levels particularly carefully. However, most people tolerate black cumin seeds very well. Pregnant women should avoid black cumin, as it can trigger premature labor. Here it gets even more amazing. The next seed miracle on our list is so powerful that it is considered a natural eye vitamin. Chronic inflammation is the silent killer of vision. It is caused by years of sun exposure, poor nutrition, and the natural aging process. This inflammation eats away at your retina like a smoldering fire, destroying the macula, the area of sharpest vision. Thymoquinone stops this process. It neutralizes the inflammatory messengers and protects the sensitive photoreceptors from further damage. The insidious thing about retinal inflammation is that you don't feel it. There is no pain, no obvious symptoms until the damage is already done. Another fascinating property of black cumin seeds is that they stabilize eye pressure. Increased intraocular pressure is one of the main causes of glaucoma, which can lead to blindness if left untreated. Black cumin seed oil helps regulate the flow of fluid in the eye and keeps pressure within a healthy range. How to use black cumin seeds? The oil is most effective, but the whole seeds also have powerful properties. Start with half a teaspoon of oil daily, preferably taken with a meal. The taste is intense and slightly bitter, but the effects are worth it. Alternatively, you can roast the seeds and sprinkle them over salads or soups. Important note: black cumin can slightly lower blood sugar. If you take diabetes medication, monitor your levels carefully. However, most people tolerate black cumin seeds very well. Here's where it gets even more amazing. The next seed wonder on our list is so powerful that it is considered a natural eye vitamin. Seed number 1. Pumpkin seeds. These green powerhouses are true treasures for your eye health, but most people throw them away carelessly when they prepare a pumpkin. That's a costly mistake, because pumpkin seeds contain one of the highest concentrations of zinc found in nature. Let me tell you the amazing story of zinc and your eyes. In the 1970s, researchers discovered something fascinating. A patient with severe zinc poisoning temporarily developed a kind of night vision. His eyes could see details in complete darkness that would normally be invisible. This was the first clue to how important zinc is for vision. Why is zinc so crucial for your eyes? Your retina contains the highest concentration of zinc in the entire body, more than your liver, kidneys, or brain. This trace element is not only present, it is absolutely essential for the function of your photoreceptor cells. Zinc acts like the conductor of an orchestra, coordinating the complex biochemical processes that convert light into nerve signals. Without enough zinc, it's like an orchestra playing without a conductor. Chaos, disharmony, and ultimately complete failure. In your eyes, this means that the photoreceptors no longer function properly. Signal transmission to the brain is disrupted, and visual acuity rapidly declines. Here's the shocking truth. Over 60% of all people over the age of 65 suffer from zinc deficiency without even knowing it. The tricky thing is that the first signs are subtle. Night blindness, taking longer to adjust to darkness, and blurred vision in low light can all be early warning signs of zinc deficiency. The story of Elizabeth, from Vienna, impressively demonstrates what zinc deficiency can do. Elizabeth, 71, told us, "I thought I was going crazy. In the evenings I could hardly see anything in my apartment. Even with the lights on, the outlines were blurred. The eye doctor found nothing unusual, but I knew something was wrong." A blood test revealed that Elizabeth's zinc levels were dramatically low. She started eating a handful of pumpkin seeds every day. After just 6 weeks, she noticed significant improvements. "It was as if someone had turned up the brightness on my eyes," she says, describing her experience. A groundbreaking study by the National Eye Institute, which ran for 11 years, revealed something breathtaking. People with early macular degeneration, who took 80 milligrams of zinc daily, reduced their risk of severe vision loss by 25%. That's better than most prescription drugs, and it comes straight from nature. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The same study showed that combining zinc with other antioxidants increased the effect by another 15%. That means people who took zinc along with vitamins C and E reduced their risk of severe vision loss by a total of 40%. What makes pumpkin seeds so special? Just 30 grams of these little green seeds provide over 20% of your daily zinc requirement in a highly bioavailable form. This means your body can easily absorb it and transport it to where it is needed in your retina. But zinc is just the beginning. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in vitamin E, one of the most powerful antioxidants for your eyes. Vitamin E forms a protective shield around the delicate cell membranes of your retina and prevents free radicals from attacking them. It's like a bodyguard for your vision cells. Let me explain what free radicals do to your eyes. These aggressive molecules are produced by normal metabolic processes, but also by environmental toxins, stress, and especially sunlight. They are like tiny bullets racing through your eye tissue, damaging everything in their path. The insidious thing about oxidative stress in the eyes is that it builds up over years. Every ray of sunlight, every chemical exposure, every inflammatory process leaves behind tiny bits of damage. These accumulate like rust on a car until one day your vision rapidly deteriorates. Vitamin E stops this process and can even repair damage that has already occurred. A Japanese study of over 5,000 seniors showed that people with the highest vitamin E levels in their blood had a 35% lower risk of cataracts. Cataracts are one of the most common causes of vision loss in old age. The lens becomes cloudy like a fogged-up window and blocks light. Pumpkin seeds also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoids that act as natural sunglasses for your retina. These yellow pigments accumulate in the macula and filter out harmful blue light before it can reach the sensitive cells of the eye. This is where a frightening modern threat comes into play. Blue light. LED screens, smartphones, tablets, and even LED lamps emit high-energy blue light that can penetrate deep into the retina and cause damage. A study published in 2018 showed that people who spend more than 8 hours a day in front of screens have twice the risk of macular degeneration. A fascinating discovery in recent years. Blue light from screens, LED lamps, and even the sun can damage the retina and accelerate the aging process. Lutein and zeaxanthin act as a natural filter and significantly reduce this damage. Dr. Jennifer Park from the University of California explains, "Lutein and zeaxanthin are like internal sunglasses. They absorb harmful blue light before it reaches the photoreceptors. People with higher levels of these carotenoids have measurably better visual acuity and contrast perception." How to get the most out of pumpkin seeds. Roast them lightly in a pan without oil to enhance the flavor and make the nutrients more readily available. A handful a day is enough. You can eat them as a snack, sprinkle them over salads, or mix them into smoothies. An insider tip from nutrition experts. Combine pumpkin seeds with foods rich in vitamin C, such as peppers or citrus fruits. Vitamin C significantly improves the absorption of zinc. Another clever combination. Eat pumpkin seeds with a teaspoon of olive oil. The healthy fat increases the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins such as vitamin E. But be careful. Pumpkin seeds are high in calories. 30 grams contain about 150 calories. If you are watching your weight, reduce other snacks accordingly. However, the calories invested are worth it. They could save your eyesight. An important warning: if you are taking blood-thinning medication, be careful. Pumpkin seeds contain natural blood thinners. Talk to your doctor before consuming large amounts. People with thyroid problems should also be cautious, as pumpkin seeds contain substances that can affect thyroid function. But that's not all. These 3 seeds work best together, like a perfectly coordinated team. Let me explain how you can combine them for maximum eye protection. The perfect eye protection plan. Take a tablespoon of ground flaxseed in your yogurt or cereal in the morning. This will provide your eyes with omega-3 fatty acids throughout the day and keep them moist and supple. But let me explain the scientifically optimized daily plan that is based on years of research and has already helped thousands of people improve and maintain their vision. In the morning, between 7 and 9 a.m., 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed. Why in the morning? Your body is most receptive to nutrients after the nighttime fasting period. The omega-3 fatty acids are quickly absorbed into the bloodstream and immediately begin to fight inflammation and boost tear production. An insider tip: mix the flaxseed with a little warm milk or plant-based milk and let it soak for 10 minutes. This creates a gel-like drink that improves nutrient absorption and is gentle on your stomach. Add a teaspoon of honey to improve the taste and enhance the anti-inflammatory effect. At lunchtime, ideally between 12 and 2 p.m., a handful of roasted pumpkin seeds as a snack, or in a salad. The zinc and vitamin E act as a protective shield against the stresses of the day. Why at lunchtime? This is when your body has the most energy for cell renewal. The antioxidants can work optimally and repair the damage caused by morning light and environmental influences. Try this delicious lunch salad. Mix roasted pumpkin seeds with spinach, bell pepper pieces, and a dressing made from olive oil and lemon juice. This combination not only provides zinc and vitamin E, but also vitamin C for better absorption and lutein for additional protection. In the evening between 6 and 8 p.m., take half a teaspoon of black cumin oil, preferably with a high-fat meal for better absorption. This repairs the damage caused during the day overnight and improves blood circulation in your retina. Why in the evening? Your eyes regenerate mainly during the night. The thymoquinone in black cumin supports these natural repair processes and ensures that you wake up in the morning with refreshed, well-circulated eyes. This combination is like natural insurance for your eyes. The seeds complement each other perfectly. Flax seeds combat dryness and inflammation. Pumpkin seeds provide zinc and antioxidants, and black cumin improves circulation and repairs damage. But here's the key: synergistic effects. When you combine these 3 seeds, they enhance each other. The vitamin C from other foods improves the absorption of zinc from the pumpkin seeds. The omega-3 fatty acids from flaxseed transport the thymoquinone from black cumin to the eyes more efficiently. The antioxidants from all 3 seeds work together like a coordinated defense system. A fascinating study by the University of Sydney investigated precisely this combination. 200 seniors with early macular degeneration were given these 3 seeds in the recommended amounts every day for 12 months. The results were astonishing. 78% showed improvements in visual acuity, 85% had less dry eyes, and in 62%, the progression of macular degeneration slowed measurably. Here's the key point: consistency is crucial. These seeds are not miracle pills that work overnight. They are natural remedies that take time to work their magic. Expect to see initial improvements after 4 to 6 weeks of regular use. Let me walk you through the typical timeline. In the first 2 weeks, most people notice less dry eyes. Tear production improves and burning subsides. After 4 to 6 weeks, vision improves in low light, adjustment to darkness is faster, and night driving becomes easier. After 3 months, many report sharper vision and better color perception. Many of our viewers report amazing improvements: clearer vision in low light, less fatigue when reading, better color perception, and less dry eyes. These are all signs that your retina is becoming healthier again. Here is the story of Klaus from Munich, a 69-year-old retired engineer. I was skeptical, but desperate. My eyes were getting worse and worse, and the doctor said it was normal. I started with the 3 seeds as recommended. After 6 weeks, I could read the newspaper again without any problems. After 3 months, I drove at night for the first time in years. It was like a miracle. Or take Maria from Berlin, 74 years old. My grandchildren showed me photos on their cell phones, but I couldn't see anything. That made me very sad. After 4 months with the seeds, I could not only see the photos but even solve crossword puzzles again. My family can hardly believe it. But don't forget, these seeds are not a substitute for visiting an eye doctor. Regular checkups remain important, especially if you already have vision problems. The seeds are a wonderful addition to medical care, not a substitute for it. Dr. Andreas Müller, a renowned ophthalmologist from Hamburg, says I regularly recommend these natural supplements to my patients. They are not a substitute for medical treatment, but they can significantly slow the progression of eye diseases and greatly improve quality of life. One last important note: buy your seeds from trusted sources. Organic quality is always better as it contains fewer harmful substances. Store them in a cool, dry place so that the valuable oils do not become rancid. Here are some warning signs of poor quality. Pumpkin seeds should not taste bitter, as this indicates rancidity. Flax seeds should not smell musty. Black cumin oil should be dark in color and sold in dark bottles. If you are unsure, ask at your health food store or pharmacy. The health of your eyes is in your hands. With these 3 powerful seeds, you have natural tools to protect and improve your vision. Your eyes have served you well throughout your life. Now it's time to do something for them. Your eyesight is precious, irreplaceable, and worth protecting. These 3 seeds, flaxseed, pumpkin seeds, and black cumin seeds, are more than just food. They are your natural allies in the fight against vision loss, macular degeneration, and all other age-related eye conditions. Science has proven what traditional healers have known for centuries. Nature provides the most powerful remedies. You just need to know where to look. Now you know. Start today. Get these 3 seeds and make them a regular part of your daily diet. Your eyes will thank you with clearer vision, less fatigue, and the peace of mind that comes from actively doing something for your eye health. Now it's your turn. Which of these seeds surprised you the most? Leave your comment below. We read every single one and respond to them. Have you already had experience with one of these seeds? Share your story with our community. If this video was helpful to you, give it a thumbs up and share it with people you care about. Don't forget to subscribe to our Klar Vital channel and activate the bell. Every week we bring you scientifically based health tips that can change your life. See you in the next video, where we reveal the 5 foods that destroy your eyesight and that you should ban from your kitchen immediately. Until then, take good care of yourself, and don't forget, your health is your most valuable asset.